Hello, thank you for joining. I'm trying to pin down the topic here. I think the volume is low enough. Thank you very much for joining. Good morning, good morning. Thank you for joining this live video. And like I have promised myself that this year I'm going to give value, not just sell. Of course, I want to sell, I want to make money, but as much as possible, I also want to make impact. I want to share knowledge. I want to share as much as I can share with those who are following me, my followers. Please do invite your friends. You can share it to them in their DMs so they can be aware that there's something like this going on, so they don't miss out. Of course, there'll be a replay, so in case probably they're at work or something, they can always come back to quickly follow. Let me reduce this song. Is distracting me a little bit. Okay, yeah. So yes, the topic I want to talk about is having the right mindset. I made some notes out so that I don't forget any point I want to make. So you may be seeing me looking down at some point, just trying to understand. It's me trying to make sure I don't forget anything. First of all, let me wish you a happy new year once again. For those just joining me for the first time, for those who have never been on my live video before, happy new year. And I pray this year is going to mark a new beginning in your life. It's going to be a turnaround, positive turnaround for you in Jesus' name. So yeah, straight to the topic so I don't take too much of your time. What am I talking about? Having the right mindset in business. You see, entrepreneur is not an easy thing to venture into, and while of course I won't say you should wait to have everything intact before you start, it's good you also have a positive and good mindset before you go into any kind of business you want to go into, any kind and wherever it is you are. If you don't possess the right mindset in business, you will come out being frustrated. You start comparing yourself to others. You start finding yourself in a depressed mood always, and then most likely you pack up. But when you have shield yourself with a positive mindset, the right mindset into business, you'll find yourself that even if things are not really turning out well at that point in time, you will know it's a phase for you that you are just passing through, that is not going to last for too long. It's just for you to learn one or two things. And then even when things don't work out in business, you begin to understand that things not working out does not necessarily mean that you are a failure. It just means that that particular way is not working for that business, and you need to change your method or probably change the kind of business you want to do. Okay, so yes, the first kind of thing you should first of all know before you venture into a business is why. Why do you want to go into business? Of course, to get financial independency is part of it. Like to be financially okay is one of the major reasons many people want to do business. You want to have money. Well, some people, it could be because they want to get fame. Business, different kind of business. Like some people, those who are bloggers, it could be for fame. Those who are what's it called? Influencers. It could be for fame, really. So, what is your why for going into business? Any kind of why is not senseless, and it is not useless. As far as you have a why that is definitely going to serve a purpose of fulfillment in your heart. If your own is money, if your own is fame, if your own is acknowledgement, if your own is being known everywhere, you should know your why. It is that why that's going to serve as a foundation for the energy you will put into the business. If you do not have a why for going into business, you will find yourself withdrawing. You'll find yourself getting frustrated, and you just dump the business halfway. But when you know your why do you want to go into business? Why? Like I mentioned, it could be because of financial freedom, it could be because of fame, it could be it can be any reason. Whatsoever reason it is tangible. I'm not here to tell you one reason is bad. No. Whatever reason it is you find yourself, what is your why? Know your why for wanting to go into business. When you know your why, the next thing is remain in your learning mode. No matter where you are, no matter the height you find yourself in business as time goes on, never ever stop learning. Pay for courses, pay to learn from different people who have gone ahead of you, or may not even necessarily be who have gone ahead of you. It could be someone coming from behind, really, because I do it. I learn from people that I know more than them to a degree, but I still feel that there are some things I may not know when I was in their level that may be useful to me now. Hence, I go back to them and I learn. So don't say because someone is not your level, you can't learn from them. And yes, I understand some people usually recycle information. Some influencers are like that. They recycle information. It doesn't necessarily mean you abandon them. You can always just stick to them to see what you can learn. The truth is, there are sometimes they may actually increase, get more details into their classes, webinar courses, or whatever. As far as you are getting something, like, don't let your brain be so complacent, like it's not working, it's not doing anything. Let it always feed it with something positive towards your business and every aspect of your life, not just your business, but always stay in the learning mode. Remain at that learning phase. Don't ever stop learning. Don't ever think you're beyond a particular person. Don't ever think, like, practically be humble, because humility will make you to want to learn from anybody, no matter who they are. You will always want to learn. You want to improve on yourself. Then another thing you should understand is develop your daily practices. This is something that is very, very vital. That's why I would likely spend a little bit of more time on this point. Have a routine. Your daily practice, if you're a Christian, of course, prayer is part of it. Now, I understand that some people usually think if you don't pray for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, you have not prayed. No, not necessarily. The major thing is the quality of the prayer. It's not the length of the prayer, the quality. Your 5 minutes prayer could actually make sense even before God than someone who is praying for 5 hours. So let it have a quality time with God when you're praying. Another thing is meditation. Meditation is actually very, very good. It's very important. It's in the Bible. The Bible actually told us to meditate. So if you're a Christian and you're thinking this meditation thing that seems to be raining now, I don't believe in it. If you read your Bible, if you're a Bible student, you will know that meditation is actually something that has been in the Bible for long. But we Christians, we are not aware. Like, most of the time we just see it as alien. There are some truths that are in the Bible, but because we see them as alien stuff, we don't practice it because of that. But this is actually something that is important. If you try to meditate in the morning or even before going to bed, you get some bit of clarity. How to do meditation. I'm a coach, so I do put people through the meditation part, but sometimes I do recommend, for those who may not be able to afford my services, I recommend some apps for them that can guide them into the meditation. So exercise, quiet time, praying, waking up early in the morning, having coffee or tea or fruit, or just staying still wherever you are. These are daily practices you should always have, because it's as a way of influencing your line of thought. It influences the way you think. It also influences your productivity. So if your mindset, if you're, let's say in the morning you woke up and everything is somehow, it's easy, and you didn't take time to pray, you didn't take time to do your quiet time, you didn't take time to do your meditation or something to just calm your mind, for that day, everything will be somehow. It's going to be easy. Little things will upset you. Little things will trigger something in you that may not be good. So this is really the reason why it is important to have a daily routine, especially in the morning. If some people, it could actually be exercise, 5-10 minutes exercise. It's just something to start the day with positively, really. So try to develop a daily practice every day, something you can stick to. You can start with as little as 5 minutes per day, and with time, by the time you see the effects, you yourself, one will teach you to improve on it. Then another thing is, know what works for your business and what does not work. Like, for example, in my own business, as a personal shopper, there are some things I cannot do that someone who is not a personal shopper can go away with. As a personal shopper, I'm going to cite an example. If I'm buying something of £1,000 for someone, I can't do make half payments, because half payments, it means that I'll have to use part of my money to buy what you want for yourself, to keep it for you. The only thing I may offer is pay for the money for the item and my fee. Then the shipping can come later when I've received the item and showed you, and we are sure you are okay. Then I will show you, and or I return it if you do not want. That's what I can do. So that works for me. This my method will not work for someone who is in Nigeria but buying things from the UK. So it is either they tell them to pay all of their money, or they tell them to pay half. And if they have a personal shopper like me in the country they're buying from, the person would help them verify if the item is okay and suitable for them. Then they can now proceed to collect the balance before I ship it down. So know what works for your business. And then knowing what works for your business as well, relating to if you're on Instagram, you post on Instagram, know what works for your page. Sometimes last year, because of the circumstance I found myself, I was unable to infuse my personality that I used to put on my page last year, and I saw the negative effect on my page. I later realized that that people that are always commenting on my pages, because they have come to resonate with my personality. They enjoy the way I make funny posts, the way I put myself out there, and I see the reaction on my posts, I see the likes, I see the comments. But because I took a break from that for like a whole 1 year, actually, I saw the downside. So that for me now, I realized that people appreciate my presence on my page more. And ever since I've started doing that back, I'm beginning to see little growth. So know what works for your business, know what works for your page. Some people, what may work for your page may be your pictures once a while. Well, I would even advise, if you have a business on Instagram, don't always be salesy alone. Try to put your pictures once a while, just to let them on this. Because first of all, I want you to understand that Instagram is a social app. It's not a website. It's a website you will go, you will not expect something informal. But as far as Instagram is concerned, is a social app, and so you have to socialize with your followers. You have to find a way to just connect to their emotions, connect to them, that whenever they are in need of something, that you actually are the one who does it. You are the first person that comes to their mind. But if you are not doing something that makes them stick to you, it becomes difficult for them to remember you. Sometimes it's not even because they don't want to buy from you, but because they can't remember you, and they will remember the person that they see frequently. They see the post, they see the likes, they see the comments, they see the jokes, they see everything about you. That way you are always on their mind. So whenever a need arises around them, or even they themselves, and they need, and it's you that can only meet that need, you are the first person that comes to their mind. So basically what I'm saying is, know what works for your page, know what works for your business, and do it more. Anything you see that is not of benefit to your business, do away with them. LOCs, good morning. Thank you for joining. Anything you know that is not working for your business, see, it may work for another business. It doesn't mean it's stupid. It doesn't mean you are lying, or it doesn't mean the person is faking it. It may actually be working for their business, but it just may not work for your business. So know what works for your business. Know the procedure to go. And another point I want to mention is, and this is actually it seems to be like a problem to many young entrepreneurs, and that is following the process, flowing with the process. Understand your process. Don't compare let's say you are just starting a business, and your business is just barely 3 or 4 months old, and there's someone who is into that same business, and the person is already, like, they know the person everywhere, and the person have started for like 3 or 4 months, 3 or 4 years ago. You are not trying to compete with that person. It doesn't work that way. Is a frustrated effort. It's going to be a frustrating journey for you, and it may lead to depression for you, because you are comparing yourself to the wrong person. By the way, you should not even compare yourself to anybody. No, the only thing I would say is learn from them. Learn from them, but never ever compare yourself to any business. You don't know they are being true. You don't know their downside. Forget the glamours you see on Instagram. If I show you my house presently, it looks like a warehouse, because I've got goods. If by the time I'm done with this live video now, I'm going to go and start sorting others out. I have to start sorting out on a normal day. I start my sorting out on Wednesdays or Thursday, but because this has been piling up since Christmas time, so it's too much. It's something I'm meant to have even started since Saturday. So if you are now coming you are just starting up as a personal shopping, I now decide to show the videos of all the orders I'm having, and I'll post it on my Instagram, and then you start beating yourself up and say, oh, see Big's personal shopper, see their item, see this, see that. You only kill yourself, because you don't know how long I've been in the business. I've been in this business since 2015. I came on Instagram in 16, and ever since then. So, and when I came on even Instagram, I was not even advertising all these kind of things. I was advertising items on sale. And even Primark, that happens to be one of the cheapest then, I don't go for their full price item. I go for their sale items. That was how I started. For me to now start advertising LV, Gucci and the likes, you should know it took me time to get to that stage, as in to get to the stage of having the boldness to post that kind of thing, because now I know I have customers for it. But then I was just starting, not because I was limiting my mind to not wanting to do something, but because I wanted to earn people's trust. And using something bogus, it may be very difficult. So I thought, let me start with the cheapest items in the UK to draw their attention. And here you are, you're just starting, you have not gone through your process, you're comparing yourself to myself. You will just end up being depressed. Don't compare yourself to anybody. Yes, I know some people fake it. I know some people even do repeated videos and repeated pictures. They just edit it and everything look different from the previous picture they've once shared. See, forget about other people and how they are doing it. Let them fake it. It's their cup of tea, but you face your own journey. Do everything you need to do. Enjoy the process. Then when failure comes, that's one mistake people make. When you see that it's looking like failure is setting into your business, that's not the time to feel, oh my God, village people are after me. No, that's a very wrong mindset. If you're thinking village people are after you because you had experienced failure in your business, no. Failure is part of life. It's something you should experience. If you don't experience failure, you can't experience success. Believe me, there's an opposite side to things in life. So if you're expressing that everything about your life should be successful, it's a lie. You're not going to grow that way. You can only grow when you experience the negative side of it, so that by the time the positive side of it comes, you can handle it better. Sometimes it is for you to learn, it is for you to improve. So understand the process. When failure sets into your business, sit down, go to your drawing board, check it. What have I done wrong? What did I do this time that caused this? And probably you didn't even do anything wrong. It's just more like it's another way to tell you that, okay, this business is not going to work this way. Let me try another way. Or maybe it's to say, okay, maybe this approach I'm using is not going to work for this business. Let me try a different business. There's something people don't. Okay, let me say something about my business. Before I talk to personal shopping, I've tried 2 other businesses. One of the business I first tried to do was selling native ready-made native Nigerian wares in the UK. I did everything to make it work out, but unfortunately the person that was supposed to help me, I don't know, we lost contacts, plus I changed my phone, everything just scattered. Okay, that was how that one went. Then I opted to start selling these Indonesia wares that do have beads. I'm sure you guys would have seen it. It was in vogue at some point in 2016. I really wanted to venture into it. I even remember spending close to 100,000 naira for this business then. Part of the items I didn't get till date. The one I got, I sold some. I couldn't sell others. I had to wear one, and I gave out some. So, but I didn't give up there. If it is someone else, they'll just give up. They'll say, well, me, Shemojari, like, I'm not doing it again. This is just making me waste money. But I didn't give up. I thought of something. I said, okay, what other business can I do? Obviously, at that point in time, I don't even have any money on me. Plus, things were not even working in every aspect for me. So I just thought, what can I do? That's okay. I don't have money, but I have my phone. I have my data. What is that business I can do with my data? That was how this personal shopping came on. It's still in the line of fashion, but it's a different way. That's the point I'm trying to say. I'm still in my line of fashion. I didn't leave my line of fashion, but I'm just approaching it in a different way, and I've stuck to it since 2015. I did the personal shopping in 2015. I dumped it. My first order in 2015, I think I gained if I remember well, I think I gained close to £100. But because I wasn't taking it serious, I dropped it. That was when I switched to other native wears, which later bounced back, and I had to come back to this one. So when you fail in business, it's not the end of the way, it's not the end of the road. It's actually for you to go back to your drawing board and see, where am I missing it? Was a mistake, or probably there's a different approach to this business. So think about it that way, that it's not failure, it is just another ladder that you have climbed to see how you can be better in a different way. Then here comes hard work. If you're on Instagram needs you to always appear every day. You can't just go and not appear. Some people will make a post on Monday, maybe till next week Monday before they make another post, or maybe they will manage to post on Saturday. You're not consistent. You need to put effort into it. You need to be hardworking. Post on Instagram every day and use your mouth. Tell your friends. Tell everybody. I remember when I just started. I still do it though. I won't lie. If I come across anybody, the first thing you will hear is I'm a personal shopper. And now that coaching has joined, I will tell them I'm a personal shopper and I'm a life and relationship coach. You can check out my page. My name is Ruth. My coaching page is the Unbreakable Ruth. Then my business pages are Big's Personal Shopper, Big's Logistics. Just go and check me out. Like, I'm very fast to tell you what I do. Sometimes I don't even remember to mention my name. I remember to mention my business names first before I remember telling them my name. Oh, sorry, my name is Ruth. So you have to use your mouth to tell them. Like, carry it on your head like gala. You see the way you go to people go to Insta blog and start gossiping. Instead of gossiping there, if I were you, I would make intellectual comments that will make people to want to say, who is this person? They will visit your page. I'm not saying start going to comment anyhow, and then there's a mistake people make on pages like Instablog. You go and be insulting people with your business page. You are killing your business. You shouldn't. If it's doing you to insult somebody, go and use your personal page, not your business page. Even your personal page, really, I won't advise it. Because sometimes people want to know what your personal page is to be sure you are real. So why should you even be fighting people you are not going to see? Why are you exchanging words with them on Instagram over something that you are likely you don't even know if they are even sharing the truth? It is just what you think you know, what they want you to see. That's what you are seeing, and here you are fighting. There are some places you should never ever use your business handle. Excuse me, let me take water, please. You should never use your business page to insult. If you must use your business page, make sure you're giving intellectual comments that will make I've even gone to a page where someone made a comment and they have like 100 likes. That's the kind of intellectual comment I'm referring to. Comments that the person will just drop the comment and go. By the following day, you will see the insight on their Instagram. People have visited their page. They're like, who is this person? And it makes sense. This person get brain. No. That is what I mean by intellectual comment. Be deliberate. Go to slide into people's DM. But when you're sliding into people's DM, see, gone are the days where you just go into people's DM. Hello, this is your personal shopper. I can help you shop from UK, blah blah blah. It used to work. I did it, but not anymore. If you just go to a stranger's DM and you start advertising, they'll just look at you like, "Hey, they were alright." They will just look at you like, "Please excuse me," and they may even mute you. Now that Instagram have made it easy to mute people without blocking them, they will mute you, and you will think they are reading your message, but they are not. So instead of just going to advertise your business straight away, just check on them. Hello, how are you? I see you're my follower, or maybe they're not even following you. Just I love your pictures. Just admire go to their comments, type comments that is making sense. That they're like, how is this person? I want to see more of you. From there, they will follow you. Once they follow you, you just slide into their DM. Oh, thank you for following me. I really appreciate. In case you need someone to help you buy something from the UK, I'm here. I promise you, I'm going to give you. That's how it works. Don't just go and be doing salesy. Go to their pictures, comment, deliberately go to influencers page, make deliberate comments that is going to draw attention to your page. That is how you help yourself out. Then in the physical world, offline, you go tell your friends, this is what I do. Talk to strangers, say hello, Try and see if any find a way to create a conversation that will lead to your business. That is how you sell your business, sell your market, carry your. See, we are in the era where you can't just be lazy, and you can't just be expecting things to fall on you, as in money to fall on you. It won't, because you got to work. You got to work hard in order for the money to come. Money is your servant, yes, but you get to work. It won't just fall on you. There are principles to these things. And then commitment. You need to be committed to whatever it is you are doing in your business. I'm hoping that I'm giving you some things that is going to help you. And I'm hoping that with this point I've noted is really going to help you and boost you up to start setting up things for your business. So get committed to your business. Advertise. If you have to pay someone to help you advertise, please don't be stingy to your business. It is money you use to get money. If you need to pay for someone to help you do advertisements, please pay. If you want someone to be like an ambassador to your business, do it. If you have to collaborate with other business owners, do it. Do you understand? And if you see someone who happens to be in the same line of business with you and has gone ahead and you want to learn, not that you are going to tell them to give you the secret to their success. Trust me, nobody will. Nobody can give you the secret to their success like that, like on a platter of gold. You have to earn it. I'm not saying it's not possible, because it's something I can do. I've done it. I've trained many personal shoppers. Like, if I'm going to count, I'm sure there are over 10 that I've trained in UK and outside UK. I have in US, I have in Dubai, I have here in the UK as well. I've trained a lot of personal shoppers. While there are some that I only train them on the professional level, there are some that I go into more secrets to help them and make things easier for them. The reason these people are this way is not because of the money they paid me, but because they earned my trust. They made themselves eligible. They made themselves like someone I can trust to give such info and such help. That is how it works. I know sometimes some people will say, come and pay, let me help you, let me put you through some secrets into making money via personal shopping, blah blah blah. It's possible. I've never attended such, but one thing is certain, there are some things they won't tell you. It's not because they don't want to tell you, but because you have only paid for the ones they can tell you. There are some things they will not tell you if there's no level of trust between both of you. If there's no level of trust, it will remain at that point where money stops. So if you want to get more detail, you have to earn it by either being there for them, rendering them services, and always showing in their page, showing, commenting, liking, and just appreciating them, as in just hailing them. That is how you penetrate into people to help you. And always have this at the back of your mind, that nobody owes you. No one owes you to succeed in life. No one owes you to invest such efforts to help you succeed. Nobody owes you. And if you now get someone who is doing it for you for free, don't ever abuse it. That's a mistake some people do make. Once they see they get an info, especially if it's free. I have a coach, we are working together presently. She had a group. I'm in that group as well. It's a free group. She gives us nuggets, teaches us things, and all those kind of things. So one day she realized that the thing she's giving for free, someone in that group has been selling it. She will send a voice note. That same voice note, someone will pick it and go and sell it to someone else. Due to that group is dying a natural death already. See, I may not tell you I'm going to help you for free, but it doesn't mean I won't help you. The reason I will want you to pay for that service is not because I don't want to help you, but because I want you to value the help I'm going to render to you. Because human beings generally, we don't appreciate what we get on a platter of gold. We don't appreciate anything free. We abuse it. But once it is something you paid for, you will make sure you get every benefit attached to that money. So either way, don't start saying they have started or they are selling something that they can make free. It is not. If you want it free, go and Google it. What you don't understand is that going on Google confuses you if you don't know what you are looking for. I remember one time 2 years ago or thereabout, I was having constant headache and I was trying to know what the cause was instead of going to the hospital. So I started Googling it. If you see the kind of sickness Google was bringing up to my mind, by the time I got to the GP, I was told I only needed to rest. That's why I'm telling you, don't say they want to download something from Google and they are selling it to you. Yes, let's say they even download it from Google. The truth is they would have sieved it out. It took them time, it cost them effort, it cost them data, it cost them money to gather the tangible and the tangible information you need. They have only saved the stress of emotional stress. They have saved you from emotional stress and wasting your time and data. Instead of going and searching and getting confused, they have helped you to sieve out the information that is really needed for you and are giving it to you at a fee. But instead of you appreciating it, you're now calling them thieves for saving you from stress. That is a negative mindset if you really want to make it in business. Be ready to invest in your business in any way. If you need to pay a coach to help you, if you need to pay an influencer, but when you're choosing, see, the mistake people make is you don't try to sieve through people you want to make to approach, to help you. Don't just pay an influencer because they are influencers. Influencers, some of them are just there to get your money. They will not put the effort to make sure you gain what the reason for your you sending them to do something. Some coaches are just, I don't know if I should even call them coach, even because unfortunately there's no regulation presently for coaches, so anyone can easily come up to being a coach. Although in a country like UK, obviously there are some courses you obviously need to take and continue taking, because it's a continual learning. It's not something you can say I've finished learning, because it has to do with human and things changes, so you have to continue to learn. But before you can say someone should to be your mentor, your coach, or to influence your items, always make sure you have made your findings about them, their belief system, how they run their business, how they run their page, and all that kind of thing. Make sure you check it before you commit to them. Some people are just after your pocket, really. They are just after getting something from you, and that is it. So I'm hoping that you have gained one or two things today. Please do me a favor, as much as possible, try and share on your pages. I think I have a flyer on my page. You can share it. I'll leave the replay. The replay will still be on till I think 10-11 tomorrow, so that in case they've not been able to watch now, they can always come back and watch the replay. It's very important. This is 2020, and it's a time where you cannot afford to be lazy or sitting around or just assuming things or just saying your village people are after you when you are not putting in the effort. Be committed to your business. Know your why. Let me quickly recap from the beginning. I said focus on your why. Know your why, the reason you're doing the business. Why are you into this business? Is it for money? Is it for fame? Is it for accolades? For whatever reason. I'm not saying they are not good. Any reason behind your why is important. You need to know your why, because if you don't know your why, then you will likely not succeed, because you will just be flowing with the tide. That means by tomorrow, if something new comes up, you are jumping at it, even if what you are doing at that point in time is you're already close to your success. The fact you feel something else is trending, you jump away from that and go to something else to start all over again, and that will become a recycled, frustrating effort. So know your why. After knowing your why, stay in the learning mode. Always learn from people. There are different pages that you can learn from, depending on what you want to learn. So go to different pages. Nigeria Brand Chic is a good place to go if you want to learn. Trisha Biz is one of the best places to be as well if you want to learn to improve things on your business. Nigeria Brand Chic, I think, is basically for Instagram, and Trisha Biz, the business expert, let me put it that way. Then develop your daily practices, waking up in the morning, praying, singing, meditating, exercise, taking hot tea, but just have a normal routine practice. Try to understand the one that works for you. Understanding the one that works for you is very important. If you go for exercise that at the end of the day you start feeling agitated all through the day, that's not a good advice. It may be just going for sitting still, meditating, that could work for you. So know what works for you in terms of developing your daily practice. Then also know what works for your business and what does not work for your business. Know the kind of influencer that can influence your business positively. There are some influencers, the thing that sell more through them is food. So if you are selling clothes and you go and give them clothes to help you advertise, you will be on a long term, because people on that page are only after food, not fashion. So know who you are going to meet, know what works for your business. And I also mentioned that some things that used to work in the past are not working anymore. Don't just slide into people's DM to advertise your business anyhow. First of all, go to their page and make tangible comments. Don't just comment, ah, you're fine, I love your this thing. Yes, compliment them, of course, but still make comments that will make them to want to visit your page. That's what I'm trying to say. Then understand your process. Flow with your process. Don't compare yourself to any business, even if they are doing the same thing with you. I remember businesses back then that I used to look up to on this same kind of business, and I'm not slighting them, but I'm just thanking God that somehow I've gone past their level. That's because I followed my process. I imagine myself comparing myself to them. I'm sure I will no more be in business by now. So don't compare yourself to anybody. Enjoy your process, enjoy the business, enjoy the way it's going, enjoy the ups and downs, because it will always be there. There'll be ups and downs in business. That is life generally. There's always ups and downs. So when the downs come, try to find a way to manage it and go back up. So just enjoy the process. Never ever compare yourself to other businesses, even if they are just starting behind you, like you are ahead of them. Don't ever compare yourself, because sometimes people only show you what they want you to see on Instagram, especially. And don't forget, people they recycle pictures. A picture of last year can be reposted again to this today. So don't compare yourself to them, really don't. Just be yourself. Then your reviews, see, even if it's one review you have, I didn't mention this, always post it. It gives people the confidence that you are real. So always post it as much as possible. Even if it is one, repeat it, keep repeating it. It's your review, it's not their review. It's your own. So like, that's the only proof you have for now that you are real. So post it. Talk about yourself. Oh, 1 minute please, I'll be back.
You're right.
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Good. Sign in. Thank you. Is it both yours?
Yeah, thank you.
Take care. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too. Apologies, I had a delivery. I quickly went to collect it. So, well, I'm done with the live video. I'm hoping that you've been able to gain one or two things. So please, I'm going to make a post very soon. I would like you to please share what you feel you learned from this live video, so that others who are unable to watch it can see the comments later on, probably in case they are still unable to watch the replay, so they can as well just glean from the comments and whatever you think you have learned. So thank you very much, and have a lovely day. It's still morning here. It's just 11 in the UK. I think it's the 12 now in Nigeria. So thank you very much, and have a lovely day. Bye.